we do iCarly start in 5? Oh.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Batavia Muckdogs pregame show for the PGCBL playoffs this season. Austin Mendes alongside with Landon Washburn, getting ready for tonight's West Division semifinal matchup between the Jamestown Tarp Skunks and your first place seeded Batavia Muckdogs. Landon, should have an exciting one tonight between these two teams.
Batavia going into this matchup 34-8 after closing out on a 6-game win streak to end the year for the Muckdogs. Jamestown coming here 19-25 on the season, but they've given Batavia some trouble. 6-2, Batavia leading the series. They're 3-1 at home. Out of the Muckdogs' 8 losses, 2 of them being to the Tarp Skunks, we should be here for a good one tonight, Austin.
And not only going on here this evening, also last night the Elmira Pioneers beat the Jamestown Tarp Skunks 3-1, and Niagara Falls beat Auburn 7-5. So Elmira is currently hosting Auburn in about an hour and a half. That one will start. Lucas West will be on the mound for the Auburn Double Days, and Elmira, they haven't came through with a starter yet.
So the winner of tonight and the winner at Dunfield between Elmira and Auburn will be set to square off just tomorrow night with the higher seed hosting that battle.
So we'll have more on tonight's game in a few moments. We'll take a quick break as we have our first guest joining us in just a moment.
Yo, Eric and Jason, where'd y'all get this car at?
Pellegrino,
Where's that at?
Batavia.
The best auto dealership in Western New York.
Jeez, this guy stinks. Go to the bullpen. Ready?
Me? Ow. Thanks to these Muckdogs jerseys, which you can buy now, I'm still fresh and still clean.
Tarp Skunks. So, Mike, should be a good one. What are some keys to the game from the pitching side that you could see the Muckdogs using and coming out victorious tonight?
Definitely, I say it a lot, I preach a lot, getting ahead in counts and staying ahead. You know, it's easier to pitch to guys when you're ahead in the count compared to when you're behind in the count. They have a better chances to, like, know what pitches come in. They can sit on a pitch, but with I know Gage Wheaton's gonna be starting tonight, but I feel like he's gonna do a good job tonight. But I think if he just gets ahead in the count and continues to throw his pitches and gets out, I think we'll be great.
Said that a little quiet because we do have the Tarp Skunks warming up for BP right behind us, trying to keep it a little secretive going on. A nice background, and we'll have a good game going starting at 6:30 between both teams. So, Mike, this season, you've been dominant, one of the top pitchers on this team, and you're going to be looking to carry that over into the playoffs whenever your number is called. What are some things that you need to improve on, you feel like, for the start of the playoffs?
Definitely pitch location, and like I said, again, it's like a broken record, getting ahead in the count. That's really important. Like, as a pitcher, if you could get it ahead in the count and start to mix up your pitches and get these hitters off timing and everything, is the best thing you can do as a pitcher, I think.
So you talk about working ahead in the count. What can you do on your off days to help prepare yourself for when your number is called and getting ahead in the count?
On off days, just little short boxes in the pen, just working on spotting up, you know, on the inner half, the outer half, hitting every spot that your catcher sets up to, and just like getting repetitive reps there at all times.
So, in a few short moments, we'll be switching gears to talk to Coach Khalid Cox about the hitting side of things. But staying with the pitching side of things just for this moment, throughout the playoffs, who do you feel like is going to be your guys' X factor on the mound?
It's definitely, you know, between our starting pitchers, like I feel like we're all dominant and we all could get the job done. I feel like Gage Wheaton, definitely a really big aspect, you know. He's known for getting a lot of strikeouts and staying deep into the games, and I feel like he keeps these hitters like very off balance with an overpowering fastball and a killer slider, which I think that'll play a lot in tonight's game.
So, Mike, you just pitched last Friday versus Jamestown on the road.
Yeah.
You threw 4 innings in that game, had 3 strikeouts. What does Gage have to do tonight to keep Jamestown on their toes and to get the Muckdogs the victory in the first round?
Well, the past couple games when we played the Tarp Skunks, they've been hitting really good. They've been putting barrels to baseball, so there are definitely some tough outs on that lineup. But I feel like if Gage continues to mix up his pitches and like just hit every spot, that he be consistent hitting it, and I feel like he shouldn't have a problem. Like just overpower him with the fastball and get him on the front half with the slider and this killer splitter that he has.
Ladies and gentlemen, Michael Benedict giving you the first-hand look of what to expect for tonight's game. We're going to be sending it to commercial as we have our next guest ready to talk about the hitting side for the Batavia Muckdogs. We'll be right back.
Go Muckdogs, baby.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are joined with Batavia Muckdogs assistant coach and hitting coach Khalid Cox. He was making fun of the mic that he's using right now, right before we went live during the commercial break. So, Coach Cox, big night for you in your first season coaching. The Muckdogs, they've been swinging the bats well recently. What do they need to do to continue their success coming into tonight's game?
Just play Muckdog baseball. Play hard baseball, have fun, go out there and be yourself. You know what I mean? You can't be nobody more than yourself. And when you try to be somebody more than yourself, you always tend to do things that's not productive for the team. And you just got to stay that way, stay on the course, and be yourself, play your game, have fun. It's the biggest thing.
Next up, we have a lot of hitters that they've taken some days off up until this point, such as Lucas Lopez and other guys like James Bolton. Who could you see as an X factor coming into tonight's game from the hitter point of view?
Honestly, I can't pinpoint one. I think we have a couple X factors. I think we have a couple guys that is going to have some great things for us. And to be honest, I think all our players are X factors. I think all they bring a X factor, what you would say, X factor component to the game. And it can be different depending on the player. So that's what I think that's what makes us a good team. Because we have other players, we have a bunch of players that brings X factor components, and it can be different no matter the person you're talking to.
So, Coach Cox, you talk about a lot of these players being X factors, and they all have the capability of taking over a game with the bat. 42 regular season games up until this point, come postseason time. Who's been your favorite guy to watch grow throughout the season, swinging the bat?
Dang, y'all asking some tough questions, man. Y'all asking some tough questions, but I like these questions though. I like these questions. One person I would say. I can't even say one person either.
What your top 3?
Yeah, Yankiel Gonzalez has been. I really enjoyed watching him grow because I know he's came off an injury, didn't play much during his spring season, and he came and he works every day. He comes in early every day, and he struggled. He struggled for a while, but he continued to came in and work and wanted to talk, ask questions, and he just kept at it. And now he's playing better. So I'm very happy that it makes me smile, makes my heart smile to see him doing better. Same thing along with Vetchko. Vetchko, he had an injury and he didn't play much this spring season either. So those are 2 guys off the top of my head. But honestly, the whole group, they have grown since the start of the season. Whether it's grown in mechanics or skill wise, mentality, pitch selection, mind. They all have grown. So I'm very thankful and I'm very happy about that.
So this season, the Batavia Muckdogs, they have put up a total of 354 runs, one of the highest powered offenses in the entire PGCBL. What do you feel like has gone right? Because you typically do not see those type of numbers put up by any team, let alone what the Muckdogs have accomplished this year.
2 big things, I think. Being more aggressive, because OO is probably the best pitch you're going to get most of the time. And I know one day I was in college, and I think it was, or late in high school, and Mike Trout, Miguel Cabrera, and Altuve all was at the top of batting averages with OO, and all of them were at the top of the MVP race. And there is no coincidence. There's correlation, and it might even be causation to that, where Altuve hits 450 on OO pitches in the MLB. You know what I mean? So preaching being aggressive, something, my uncle will always talk to me about. And when I seen him coach teams, he talked to his teams about being aggressive. OO pitches, being aggressive early in the count, so you have to get down, so you won't get down and the pitcher can play with you. And also, every day is different. Whether you have a good day, you got tomorrow. You have a bad day, you got tomorrow. My pops always told me that, and that's something I want to teach them. And that's a thing I really live by. So you got to come back tomorrow, no matter if you do good or bad.
So Coach Cox, recently you've picked up coaching. You played college ball, and obviously you're a stud in college ball and in the PGCBL. How has your mindset shifted from being a player to being a coach?
Dang, Yummies, that was a good question, Yummies. That was a good question, man. So the mindset, it has shifted because you go from worrying about yourself majority of the time to worrying about all these players on the team and not yourself at all. So and it has been a change. To say it's been easy, I would be lying. It's been difficult at times because the aspect of teaching, instead of, because you have to coach, you have to teach, and sometimes you have to mentor these young men. And I was there at one point in time, especially in the same league, and they got all different backgrounds. They come from different areas of the country, different cultures even, different ethnicities. You know what I mean? They had different experiences at college. So you have to understand that, and then when you understand the player, when you get to know them, they will listen to your message. And that's the thing. And also giving them the right message, because you can't teach, you can't coach everybody the same way. You may have to be a little harder on this person, and then you might have to just talk to this person. This person, you can tell them something, they can do it. And this person, you have to, hey, let's demonstrate, you know what I mean? And there's people, you have to let them talk it out. Like, it's like, hey, I have to talk this out, they think out loud. So you have to, in the sense of making sure they're doing the right thing, you have to let them also be them. You definitely have to let them be them, and you have to make sure you're making them the best them they can be. That's the big thing. And I think I've grown so much, and they helped me grow. So I'm thankful to the players. I'm thankful to the coaches that give me tips here and there when they can.
So kind of piggybacking off of that same question, what's been your biggest challenge this year in your first year of coaching?
My biggest challenge has been there's at times when I played baseball, I picked up things seamlessly. I picked up things easily. And at times there are some players, they don't pick it up as easy on certain things. There's certain things I didn't pick up that easy and they picked up easy. So and not expecting them to pick up everything easy, I think that has been a challenge. And it's not much frustration, but it's like they're trying, you see they're trying, it's not like they're not listening, they just haven't got it yet. So the persistence, the continuation of keep working with them, and the breakthrough will come. You just got to keep working.
So the team batting average this year sits at 267. That's pretty good for a team that has everybody from top to bottom swinging the bat. Over 15 guys are able to get on base and provide for your offense. With your team having such a high batting average throughout the course of this season, what do you feel like you can build upon offensively to help you guys in the playoffs to take that next step and become a championship caliber team that you guys know that you can be?
Play Muckdog baseball. We're gonna play hard, we're gonna be aggressive, and we're gonna keep working. And I understand, people say, yes, the playoffs and these things is different. But at the end of the day, as a player, as a baseball player, football player, hockey, soccer, it doesn't matter. Whatever sport you play, whatever profession you have, and whatever you're trying to do in life, you always want to keep getting better. Now, it's just, you have checkpoints, you have milestones, but the thing of it, if you just keep getting better, if you worry about keep getting better, everything else handles itself. So people mess up when they worry about the end result, or they worry about the destination and they forget about the journey, because the reason for the destination is to be different at the end of the destination than you were at the beginning of the destination. It's to improve in some way, somehow. And the only day you will do that is if you focus on the journey, if you see the trials and you see the tests and you fight those tests and you succeed at those tests and you conquer those battles, you climb those hills. And that's what makes you different. And now you're different at the destination, because the top of a mountain is the bottom of another one. So you always got to keep going. That's the biggest thing.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have with Coach Cox. Coach, thank you for joining us on our first ever pregame show that we've kind of just dove in depth with all of this. Good luck tonight, and let's come out with a victory.
Yes, sir. Hey, thank you. Thank you, guys. I really appreciate it. Have a great night.
Thanks, Coach Cox. Good luck.
Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll be right back with Landon Locks, presented by Batavia Downs.
Back? Was that what
Ladies
that
and
means?
gentlemen, welcome to Landon Locks, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and Hotel, out at 8315 Park Road in Batavia, New York. We are joined here for Landon Locks with first baseman Trevor Dutra and Bubba Dog.
All right, guys, I need your guys' opinion on Landon's locks this first segment. I have Gage Green over 6.5 strikeouts, okay? Although he started in the bullpen this year for the Muckdogs. His last 3 starts, 4 and 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, 5 innings, 6 strikeouts, and just his last start, 5 innings of work versus Niagara Falls, 9 strikeouts. He's averaging 6 and 2/3 strikeouts per start. What do you guys think about the line of 6.5 strikeouts?
I would hammer the over.
Yeah, I'm
hammering the
life
over.
savings on that over, man, dude. That is a lock.
So at first, Vegas, Batavia Downs had it at 5.5, but since recently they bumped up to 6.5. We're still taking the over.
I would take it at 7.5.
Yeah.
Lucas Lopez, leadoff hitter, to score 1 run today. He hasn't scored in the last 6 games, but he scored 35 runs through 37 games this season for the Muckdogs. His batting average sits at a .356, which is 7th overall in the PGCBL and 2nd in the West. What do you guys think about Lucas Lopez to score 1 run today?
I mean, that man's fast. Like, he makes fast people look not fast. So I would say that I'm hammering that over as well.
Leads the team in stolen bases with 18 on the season. You are right, Bubba Dog.
I'll one-up you on that. I say first pitch of the game, Lucas Lopez home run.
Home run, Lucas
First
Lopez.
score of the game,
Yes.
That's a
We're gonna shock the
risky
world.
one right there.
We're going to shock the world.
in the first inning? Or go ahead?
Yeah, first pitch of the game.
First pitch, home
First
run.
pitch of the game.
I think
You got to bet. You got to
Batavia
bet.
Downs probably has that like plus 10,000.
You got to bet big money to win big money, though.
Exactly, yeah, come on now.
My last player prop of the day is Cooper Romick to get 1 hit. Romick has struggled as of late from the plate. He's 2 for 19 in the last 5 games. But if anyone needs to step up for the Muckdogs this season to come postseason time, it's Cooper Romick. Started the season off extremely hot for Batavia, as of late cooled off. But today, I think, is when he starts to get back into rhythm and it starts today versus Jamestown.
I think Cooper Romick, 1 hit, yeah, I think I'm hammering that. I'm also a very bad gambler, folks. I wouldn't believe in that. I'm hammering the over on all of this stuff, all right? Come on now.
I'm also really bad at gambling, but I did win $40 at the Downs last night, so I'm feeling lucky.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
So
Right,
I would hammer the over on all of them.
And
And I think we got some secret stuff going on in the clubhouse, and I think Coop's gonna find a way to get out of his little rut, and I think we're gonna get at least 2 out of him.
good.
But I like the line at 0.5, and I would hit the over on that.
And for getting off of player props going into a parlay, I have Muckdogs money line and the over at 9.5 total runs today between Jamestown. So if you were to parlay Muckdogs money line with the over at 9.5, it is a plus 265. So if you bet $100, Trevor Dutra,
Who's making these odds?
they're both minus 110.
They should be minus 5,000.
Just the money line.
The money line should be minus 5,000 alone.
That's what I thought too. But Batavia Downs had it at minus 110, so we're going to hammer that. So if you parlay those two together, it's a plus 265. So if you put $100 down, you're going to win 365.
I don't have $100 to put down.
If you put 20 down, you're going to win some cash.
All right. Well,
Dude, I think we got to go to the Batavia Downs.
the Downs will see me tonight regardless of what happens today. They will see me tonight. I will make that place declare for bankruptcy tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have for Landon Locks, presented by Batavia Downs Gaming and a Hotel. It's a casino, hotel, resort, and a half-mile racetrack with live horse racing from July to December. Check out 8315 Park Road in Batavia, New York.
All I got to say is it's Muckdogs by 1,000, folks. This is no contest.
I also have one more quick thing to say. Batavia Downs, please don't.
Hey guys, this is Austin, the play-by-play broadcaster for the Batavia Muckdogs, and I'm here with Dewey at Atticus.
I'll see you guys tonight.
Hi, Mob.
Trevor Dutra with Bubba Dog. We'll be right back after these short messages.
get you in here. Come on.
It's me. How do you look, dude? It sends out in Washburn Regional Health, the best medicine services in Western New York.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are back, this time with Batavia Muckdogs pitching coach, Grant Bickham. So, Grant, now that the Skunks have left, Gage Wheaton on the mound for you guys tonight.
Yeah, I'm really glad I was after the Tarp Skunks left. I don't want to show our cards too early.
So, we got Big Red and Gavin Chandler joining us behind as well. Talk a little bit about Gage Wheaton throughout the season and kind of his development to start game one of the playoffs.
So Gage came to us a little late. He's on Niagara University's team, and they made a little run at the College World Series. So, I mean, it was bittersweet. You know, you're happy to see your guys succeed. But then also, like, selfishly, I wanted him here earlier. So he started in the pen, and he just dominated there. So we moved him into the starting rotation, and it just happened to line up where we can throw him game one.
And you mentioned Gage Wheaton starting in the bullpen, and then only 3 starts, still kind of doesn't have a whole lot of starting experience here with the Muckdogs this season. Does that worry you at all going in come postseason time where he could look to start 2 big games for the Muckdogs?
Not in the slightest.
And as a pitching coach, you know, obviously you helped him coach. You helped him to where he is today through this summer. He threw 9 strikeouts in 5 innings against Niagara Falls. How fun was that just to watch and say that, hey, I had a part in that?
So I really can't say I took a big part in that. I help him like get ready for games mechanically. If I see something small, I'll help him out. But he's a pretty solid guy, and one of my big philosophies is my guy's success, that's all theirs. Their failures are all me. And when he succeeds, all credit to him.
So this season, the Batavia Muckdogs, their ERA on the season sits at 3.75, and I saw the nerves in your eyes when I started saying that. That is good for a team ERA, I feel like. I mean, you might have something different to say, but...
It's a pretty good one. It's my nerves. It frustrates me because early on in the year, we had a lot of issues with walking guys. And looking back, a lot of runs we gave up early on, first half of the season, we'd walk a guy or two, and then a little bloop single in the outfield scores a run. And now that we've limited the walks, all those bloops, they're not hurting us because we'll get the next guy out, no runs. So that's the frustrating part of it, is it could have been better. I'm not upset with the 3.75, but it very easily could have been better.
So sticking on just team total stats, your team opponent batting average sits at 233. So you guys are limiting opposing teams in the hit department. And just talk about your guys, their development, and even the defense if you want to throw in some credit for them as well.
Oh, the defense has helped us a ton. We kind of had this back and forth that pitchers can't rely on the defense too much and our hitters can't rely on our pitchers too much, but it's all in good fun. I lost my train of thought.
My next question to you is, it's been a long season, 42 regular season games, postseason, single elimination for the first 2 rounds. What do you guys have to do to continue the success from regular season no days off in the postseason. What do you have to do as a pitching staff?
Pitching staff, it's all about getting guys rest, getting prepared for the games, looking ahead. Like, we kind of pride ourselves in our pitching staff, not just telling a guy the day of, like, oh, you're pitching today. Like, our guys already know the plan for the entire week, so they can start mentally and physically preparing.
So you talk about how you guys are, preparing for days in advance. Despite having a couple of your pitchers behind you, who do you feel like, name a couple guys that you feel like need to have, up their game just a little more to be an X factor come postseason time?
Oh, of course, they all come walking out as soon as we start asking questions about them. Honestly, we put guys in situations that fit their strengths, so I don't think anybody needs to up their games. They all know their roles, they know what they need to do, and we have special guys for special situations, and that's where we're going to put them.
So, coming into tonight, Jamestown, their batting average is at .258 as a team. So, they're one of the few teams this season that have given the Muckdogs some trouble. 2 of the losses that the Muckdogs have had this year came against Jamestown. What do you feel like the entire team, and if you want to go more into the pitching staff, needs to do to walk away with a victory to host the West Final tomorrow?
To be honest, we've already done it, and that's stay together. Like, if you look at around the league, a lot of teams are already falling apart, even playoff teams. Like, I'm not going to disrespect Jamestown, but they're low on guys. We've only lost 3 guys this year, and one of them we knew going in that we were losing him in the middle of July. So us just staying together, being a family, I think that's going to be our key to success.
So, next up, you guys have been able to rest arms over the course of the few days. I mean, yesterday you guys pitched TJ Morris, a position player. He came in, got the win for you guys. So, he was able to show versatility for you guys as a whole. It's important to have arms when it comes to this point in the season, and you guys have a lot of arms that are rested. Kind of talk a little bit about your game plan from the past few weeks and how it's going to possibly benefit you come playoff time.
I believe July 20th, we sat down and we tried mapping out the rest of the season, and it just happened to work out perfectly that, like, the start of the playoffs lined us up with the beginning of our rotation again. Made some small adjustments, and it really helped that we went coast to coast first place, so made it pretty easy.
And one of the final questions I have for you is, I asked Coach Cox this question. I'm excited to hear your answer. You've been along two months here in Batavia. Who have you seen grow the most, and who have you been excited for to help develop the most over the last 2 months?
That's a tough one. I can't really single out a single guy. I would say our whole, especially our starting rotation, at the beginning of the year, they like to be cute with their pitches, as I would say. And now we're just attacking, and that's why we're seeing our walk rate decrease. We're seeing the batting average against go down, and we're seeing a lot more. Our pitchers are going deeper because they're being more efficient with their pitch selection and locations. So I can't really single out a single guy. As a whole staff, they've been just growing.
Yesterday on our broadcast, we had Eric Woodley join us, and he talked about his connection through you to come to the Muckdogs. Kind of expand upon that and the role that Woodley could possibly play come playoff time now.
So the connection's actually one of my former 15U players from last year. I remember him being on the Depew State Championship team, and I knew we needed another arm or two. And I just remembered that they had 2 guys that threw 90 miles per hour. So local guys, I was like, I'll reach out. So we can thank Ty Freiling, a.k.a. Mitch from the Western New York Prospects, sending us Eric Woodley. That was a huge help. In his role, he has very limited innings with us, but he's been pretty dominant. He's kind of proven himself, so I wouldn't be surprised if he gets some innings this week.
Eric Woodley's dominance, 4 2/3 innings pitched, 5 strikeouts, and only 1 earned run in those 4 2/3 innings pitched.
So, coming into tonight, it's a big game against Jamestown. And who could you see overall pitching, hitting, fielding to be the X factor for the Muckdogs?
Ooh, the X factor?
Coaching, you want to throw yourself in there? Go ahead.
Yeah, absolutely me. Just kidding. The X factor,
Your pitchers don't agree with you behind you.
Gage Wheaton. I mean, as a pitching coach, I'm always going to give the X factor to our starting pitcher. I have full confidence in our bullpen. I have full confidence in Gage, but he's the starting guy, so he's the X factor.
And one last final bit. I asked Trevor Dutra what his thoughts are. Landon's locks the segment before. Gage Wheaton, I have him at over 6.5 strikeouts today versus Jamestown. I don't know if you know this. I'm sure you do, but he's averaging a little over 6.5 strikeouts per start in his first 3 starts, and that's just in 4 2/3 innings pitched. So just under 7 strikeouts in 4 2/3 innings pitched. That's a pretty insane stat. Swing and a miss pitcher.
Yeah, he's got some electric stuff. I'm not going to say I'm going to take the over or under here, but take the over. And I would expect him to go a little longer today.
All right, so that over is going to smack for sure.
If I were a betting man, which I am.
Ladies and gentlemen, pitching coach Grant Bickham joining us to talk a little bit about Gage Wheaton and the pitching staff come postseason time. Coach Bickham, thank you for joining us, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
We'll be right back.
What do we got here today? What do you guys got?
How can I help you?
What do you recommend?
I don't know, we just got a fresh batch of Eli Fish's Muckdog Ale.
Muckdog Ale? Go Dogs! Give me some of those.
Muckdog Ale coming right up! Muckdog Ale!
Go Dogs, baby!
Hey, how we doing? Good, how are you? Can I get one federal admission ticket, please? Alright, so that's going to be $9. Having a great season, man. Yeah. First place. First place. Muckdogs. There you go. Thank you, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Player Trivia for the Batavia Muckdogs 2024 season. Player Trivia is presented by Auto Wash. It's an award-winning and committed to provided the best car wash experience in the Finger Lakes. Go unlimited and become a club member today. Don't forget to ask about the Family Plan program to save even more. And the reason I bring up award-winning for Auto Wash is because these guys could win some awards. Introduce yourself, guys.
Hey everybody, Matt Masidi here, right hand. Yo, come on. Right hand pitcher.
Gavin Chandler, left-handed pitcher.
James Mason, everywhere.
Michael Benedict in the background.
Hey, he's a fan. He's a fan.
All right, guys. My first question for you guys. 2 of you guys being pitchers. James, you might have a little bit of an advantage here. Can you name the top 3 players for the Muckdogs in batting average in the regular season?
I think I got you.
I got it.
Lukey Lopez.
James Bolton.
James Bolton.
Hold on.
And
nah. It's TJ Morris is number 3.
Those are your final 3?
Yeah.
I got no.
Nah.
I got
Lukey.
Nah. Chandler, what was?
I got Lukey, Bolton, and Cooper.
And TJ is my 3rd.
And what is that? Your 3rd too?
That's my 3rd.
All right. So 1 point for the batters. TJ Morris, after last night's two nights ago's performance, into 3rd.
Shout out TJ Morris. I got you.
I love you, TJ. I love you.
Love you
James
all.
Mason up 1 point against these 2 pitchers.
There we go.
All right. So this is a team question. The Muckdogs this season set a franchise record with 34 wins. Before the season, what was the previous record? How many wins did they have?
32.
31.
No, 32. 32.
30. 30. 30.
I'm going to go 31.
I'm going 32.
I got 30.
I can't count this. Caleb Walker gave you guys the answer.
No, he didn't.
It is
No, he
30.
didn't. I said 30.
Where's Caleb? Caleb's not even
I
over
don't
here.
even see Caleb. Where is he in the frame?
Caleb Walker behind our
I
production
don't see Caleb.
specialist
Caleb, do you want to hop in
tonight.
this one?
They're lying.
Caleb
We're doing
Walker.
player trivia.
Caleb's not over
All
here.
right, me and Walker versus the pitchers.
Yep, you and James versus the pitchers.
All right, we got to restart, though. We got to restart.
All right.
Oh, no, 1-1. We'll keep it 1-1. 1-1.
All right. Next question I have. You guys have played Jamestown 8 times this year. What is your record versus Jamestown this season?
6-2. 6-2.
Caleb got that one.
No, man.
Since you guys both knew that.
We'll both get a point.
I'm going to have to give that to Caleb Walker. He was the one that got it in first.
He's a hater.
Okay, this next part.
It's mean.
We got another one.
Give us a pitcher question.
So you guys have played 8 games so far versus the Jamestown Tarp Skunks. Closest wins, well, Price is right at this. The total amount of runs scored in the 8 games between both teams.
Oh, my gosh.
Between both teams?
Between both teams.
Bro, it's at least 10 runs a game.
I have it right now.
I would say like 90.
I'm going to say 91.
127.
91.
You guys as a team. Yeah, answer as a team.
Okay.
We're gonna Price is right at 2.
I'll take middle. You take over. So go 128. And I'll go 100.
Cue the Jeopardy music.
I got 105.
And I got 128.
You together.
Oh.
You're a team.
So as a team, we decided to do 128 minus 105 and.
What?
Whoa, come on. Lock it.
107.
107. Got it.
128 minus 105.
Okay, we'll do 117.
There's been you guys are both wrong. Between both teams, you guys have scored 66 runs. They've scored 31. 97 was the correct answer.
So we're
there.
closer. We won.
Yeah, no, neither of us won. We both went over.
I thought you said who's ever closer.
Oh, I thought it was Price is Right.
Yeah, Price is Right. If we're going off of Price is Right, neither of them won.
My grandma watched too much Price is Right for me not to know.
So that was overall. What about home? The total runs scored at home here at Dwyer between both teams.
Well, I know they put 12 on me, so. So there's automatically 12.
So we lost 12-4 that game. So that was 16.
Remember, this is only 4 games at home.
37.
Between both teams at home?
Between both teams at home in 4 games, how many total?
I'm saying
runs?
48.
Wait, no, he just.
Trust.
31.
So 31 and 37? The correct answer was you guys have scored 23 runs at home. They've scored 19. 42 was the correct answer.
I told you. I said
the hitters
are taking.
Wait, what'd you guys
are running away with this, Landon.
So how'd you guys score?
You guys got a lower number?
Yeah, lower number.
3-2.
3-2 us?
3-2 hitters.
We're not running away.
All right.
All
right, say a pitcher question.
It's a pitcher question. There's 7 pitchers with a sub 2.0 ERA.
It's not me.
How many of them can you name?
What?
How many of them can you name before getting one incorrect? So if you guys get 3 right,
we'll go first.
Oh, well.
No, we should write it down.
How does
All right,
that
so
work?
I'll say.
Or no, back and forth.
All right, you go first.
All right, Bacon.
Bacon, that is 1.
The
City
Yeah.
is 1, yes.
Under what?
Under 2. 2.0.
All right, Living Good.
Living Good is 1 of them.
Abby.
Abby has not let up a. Yo, shout out Abby has not. Actually, he didn't let up a hit when he was here, bro.
That's wrong.
It's
Incorrect.
ERA.
Oh.
Incorrect. No, they lost.
He said Abby with chest. He thought that was correct.
Sabotage. Hey, Abby, we love you, man. We love you. We miss you. We
All
miss
right,
you.
Abby did not let up a run let up a hit all season, but he did let up a run.
Let up a run.
Shoot. All right, so they're up.
So
It's 3-3?
I could name all 7 of
you
them.
guys
by the
can you
way.
name all 7?
Yeah,
Let's name all 7. Let's go.
It's
hitter.
City,
Oh,
Bacon,
TJ Morris.
Living Good,
City, Bacon, Living Good. Yes.
Beef,
Yes.
Pedraza.
Pedraza.
TJ's coming over here.
Pedraza. Yes.
Lock in.
2 more.
Benedict?
TJ Morris
No.
is 1. One more name on the list.
TJ Morris, and then
One more name. He has a 1.92 ERA.
Mikey.
And how many innings pitched?
I can't say that.
Mikey.
Can I disclose information?
Benedict. No.
It's
Last name.
Is it Gage?
Gate. No.
Is it Gage?
No.
No.
who's like that?
Woodley?
It is Eric
Woodley. Yeah.
Eric Woodley.
The pitcher is coming away with
Through
it.
4 2/3, 1.92. Gage Wheaton, the starting pitcher tonight with a 3.08.
All right.
I'll go down after tonight's game.
It's going to go down, yeah, for sure.
So, as another pitching question for you guys.
Let's go.
How many, Price is Right this one more time. How many strikeouts do you guys have as a team this season?
That's easy.
I have 30-something. Wheaton has 30-something. He has 30-something.
For the pitching staff.
I'll go a little
As a
more.
team.
We played 42
42 games. Yep.
Tony, it's not in the
It's not in the hundreds.
Say about 7 per game.
Let's go.
All right, we're going to lock in our answer here.
300.
213.
Strikeouts?
All right, y'all got
For
it.
our
yeah.
pitching staff.
That's a bad number now.
213 or
Holy crap.
We're probably going 180 something.
I like the damn Braves.
So, do they hear me?
TJ locks in 300.
What are you going with?
We have 40 games. You guys aren't striking out 3 dudes a game. It's a
Bro.
team.
Dude, I'm telling you.
Guys, this is the last question. I mean,
All right, we're gonna go 200 on the dot.
200 on the dot?
105.
Wow, you suck, James.
105.
Oh God.
We're going 113.
That's awful. As a pitching staff,
No, it's like probably
it's
almost
348, guys.
Yo, you sold me.
You guys have been
Hey,
striking
he
guys out
sold
left
me.
and right.
We're nice,
Yo,
Hey, we are nice.
we say 113?
Yo.
You have 30 alone.
Ladies and gentlemen, the hitters come away with it. We'll be right back as we have Coach Martinez joining us
See
to
you guys.
finish off our pregame show.
Yo.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back for our final segment this evening, Coach's Corner, with Coach Joey Skip Martinez. Coach, it's been a great season for you guys this year. Franchise record 34 wins. Talk about the team chemistry and how everybody came together to accomplish such a feat.
It starts with the recruiting process in the off season. You know, we want guys with certain character, certain qualities about themselves, and so it takes a lot of work to kind of figure that stuff out. But it goes those 34 wins. All the credit goes to the players, man. They've been out here busting their tail all season, grinding out, and there's a team that believes in themselves. So it becomes pretty easy to coach when you got a bunch of guys that just want it really bad, and they've done a great job all season.
Next up, the Batavia Muckdogs in the last 3 seasons. You guys have clinched the playoffs every one of those seasons and have come away with the first seed in the West in those 3 seasons. And teams, they don't keep that success going like you have. So what is something that you do differently, your teams do differently, that these other teams, they just don't put it all together at the end?
Yeah, I think that's a good point. It's a hard thing to do at this level. Because you got a different crop of guys just about every season. We definitely have our mix of returners every year, but it starts with the culture that I've established here. I told Robbie Nichols when he gave me the job that the first thing I have to do is build a culture. And I think it starts with that. Winning culture and then pro environment. And it starts with that, and I think that carries on from year to season to season, especially with the returners. They establish that culture with the new guys, and they kind of take the team by the reins and say, hey, this is what we like to do here. This is how we do things. And it's just, we try to get better every offseason, right, with the culture, with the players, with the organization. As a whole, it starts at the top, obviously, with ownership. And, we just kind of follow suit and do our job. But definitely it starts with the culture, and it's a hard thing to do, man. We talked about that in the clubhouse. How hard is it to keep repeating the 1 seed, and winning every season when other people don't do it? So it's a tribute to the coaching staff, the players, the situation that we've been set up with ownership starting at the top and kind of trickling down to us. And I just want to make sure every season that a culture is established, and I think that's really makes these players feel at home. We try to make them as comfortable as possible and make them feel like, big league guys. And I think that resonates in the clubhouse every day.
So, Skip, 34 wins in the regular season. You need 4 more to get the PGCBL overall championship. What is the key to the game tonight to get that 35th win of the season and take it 1 win at a time?
Yeah, that's what we're preaching, is 1 game at a time, 4 more to go. So the magic number for us is 38 total. So we just preach 1 game at a time. I don't think it's really anything different than any particular game that we played this season. It comes down to us playing muck dog baseball, as we call it. We've been saying that we play muck dog baseball, and we do our thing day in and day out. The preparation from the pitching staff with Coach Grant and the hitters. You know, you just constantly see improvement on both sides of the ball with Lid with the hitters and Coach Grant with the pitching staff, and just me kind of just handling all the other things. And you know, so it's just play muck dog baseball. We just got to play the way we've been playing all season long, and just take it a little further, get a little bit more intense, a little bit more energy, and just if we pitch well, I think we'll play well, and that's been our MO all season. So that's nothing different. We just got. I think the guys are ready for this today, and you know, we're excited to see what they're going to bring to the table for at least, you know, one game at a time.
And you talk about muck dog baseball. What are 3 words to describe how the Muck Dogs have played this season and that muck dog baseball like you talk about?
Yeah, we talk about being resilient all the time, right? Resiliency. You know, we talked about this in the clubhouse today in our meetings, and a lot of people, we don't even talk about it because we've had such a successful season, and our losses are few and far between, which that's a great thing to have, but we've come from behind a lot of these games, you know, and I think the confidence that we have in our lineup and our pitching staff, it could be the 6th, 7th inning we're down and we kind of feel like we're in control still. So that's a recipe for success. We just don't ever feel like we're out of a game. And that's just, it carries on from game to game. And I mean, last night was a perfect example, right? Down in the 8th inning and we get a 2-run bomb by Dutra. And those are the things that have been happening all season. So, you know, we've been lucky on that end of it, but I just think it's the resiliency of this team, the makeup of this team, the willing to just how close they've become so fast. So these guys are prepared. You know, they've been out here today early. You could feel the intensity. You could feel they're a pretty loose group right now, which is what we wanted to see. So we're happy about that, and I think they're locked and loaded. So we're excited about tonight's game.
Coach, each one of your post-game meetings following a victory, your guys' theme all year has been Omaha, the home of the College World Series.
Yeah.
Just talk about how that came into fruition and how that's kind of been like the battle cry almost for you guys.
Yeah, so I think that's a clubhouse thing. I don't think I can talk about that very much because it has a lot of meanings to it, and that's kind of a thing we keep in-house. But, you know, it's just this is our World Series right now, right? So that's the resemblance to it all, but there's a lot of meanings to it, and it's a clubhouse thing, and it's a culture thing, and that's something we just won't talk about too much, but we just Omaha, you know, that's what we do. So it's a fun thing. So, you know, these guys are having fun with it, and, you know, and it's our battle cry at this point, so we're going to roll with it. You know, Omaha and built different, so we're just going to roll with those things this year and see how the game unfolds here, but we're a pretty confident group right now.
So, Coach, final question for you tonight. In order to come away with a round 1 victory in the West Division, who has to step up and be an X factor?
Oh, man. It's again, every day if you watch our games, you guys have been here all season, it seems to be somebody different every day, which is the brand of baseball we play, right? And the brand that tells you the depth of this team. You know, I have to talk about that too, because what's made us successful too is the depth of this team. You know, 2-3 different lineups. I think at the beginning of the season, our battle cry was we won another game with a different lineup. You know, so our lineup is deep, our team is deep. So that has to do with why we're successful. We're deep at every position. Our pitching staff has to step up today. I think, you know, Gage Wheaton will set the tone. He's the X factor today. These guys haven't seen him. He's got a little velo behind him, and he's a gritty guy. Like, our money's on him. You know, that guy, he's ready for this game, and he was locked in the clubhouse really early. So he's going to set the tone, obviously. I think the first inning always sets the tone. Our hitter's going to set the tone. They have to do. But I think you got to watch out for guys that have been swinging a pretty hot bat. You got to watch out for TJ, you know, Yankee. You know, those guys have been pretty hot lately. And then you got your Lukey Lopez. You know, that's Mr. Consistent. So having him back in the lineup today is a spark plug within itself. So I'm excited to see this game. We're excited to go out, get after it. And, you know, again, my money's on the Dogs.
Coach, thank you for joining us. Good luck tonight.
Appreciate you. Thank you for your time. Thanks for having me.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's all the time we have on our pregame show. At 6:30, Landon and I will be back going live for tonight's
West semifinal matchup between the Jamestown Tarp Skunks and the Batavia Muckdogs.
Come on, man. Get out here to the game, people. Let's go.
We'll see you soon. Good luck, Coach.
Thank you, sir.